Hello, it's Uncommon Fossil, and today I'm going to be playing Mew VMAX. Partly, just saying goodbye to the deck. It's rotating soon. At the time of recording, we're about a little over a week before rotation. By the time it uploads, I think will be less than a week. So, time to say goodbye to some decks. Mew's never been my favorite deck, but it's certainly been a super powerful deck, and its leaving standard format is a huge deal for sure. Look, this is looking at the Pokemon here. You can see it's pretty straightforward. We play 4 Genesect V Fusion Strike system. You know what it does. You draw a card for each Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. All of them are Fusion Strike, so if you have a full bench, you draw till you have 6 cards. You draw until you have that many cards in hand. You don't draw that many cards. That's a big difference. I think I might have misspoke there, right? So if you have 4 cards in hand, you have 6 Fusion Strike in play, you draw 2 more cards, but we have a lot of things to thin, so very good there. We can actually attack with this, but usually we're attacking with Mew VMAX. That's what the deck is named for, right? With its 310 HP, which is decent, but obviously, look, if you're getting one shot, you're in a lot of trouble with a deck like this, so we have to be careful. But free retreat, very good. Good in general, and particularly good with this deck, we'll get to, because the main attack is Cross Fusion Strike, where you choose, for 2 colorless, usually we're attaching with a DTE, you choose one of your bench Fusion Strike Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. The big one is Genesect V, which Technoblast does 210 or 190 if we have a DTE attached, which normally we do. We could copy a Mew on the bench. Max Miracle does 130, hits through effects, which is great for getting through walls. And then you can copy Mew V. It can be important in matchups with Psychic Leap, and if you think you're going to need it, don't evolve all of your Mew Vs on the bench, because then if you don't have a bench slot to drop down an additional Pokemon, which often you don't because you want to fill up the bench for Genesect V, you don't have access to Psychic Leap, and it does have value, 70 damage, only 50 with DTE, but then you shuffle the Pokemon and all attach cards into your deck, so Mew VMAX that will get knocked out next turn. Psychic Leap, get a little damage, maybe knock something out if things are really great, but even sometimes just getting that 3 prize, just keep your opponent from taking 3 prize the following turn, does have value. So those are the attackers. Now, generally speaking, you have DTE Mew and Fusion Strike Mew. Fusion Strike Mew features Meleotta, which we don't have in this list, but the odd thing is, it plays, besides 4 DTE, it also plays 2 Fusion Strike Energy, so it's a bit of straddling the fence between a Fusion Strike and a DTE Mew. It really is a DTE Mew with Fusion Strike in for a couple of reasons. What does Fusion Strike Energy do? Particularly in this deck, it provides every type of energy, so it provides Psychic Energy and provides Metal Energy. We have 2 copies, which 2 copies means we can attack with Genesect V potentially. It does mean if we have a Mew in the active on our first turn, we get a Fusion Strike Energy. We can Energy Mix, which is quite nice too. Search your deck for an energy, attach it to one of your Fusion Strike Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. So we can get a DTE onto a bench Mew usually. You can even Psychic Leap if we have with it, or you can even have 2 Fusion Strikes and Max Miracle on the Mew in the active, although again, that's not mostly what it's here for. The big reason is because of the other aspect of what the energy does. As long as it provides every type of energy, but then it prevents all effects of your opponent's abilities done to the Pokemon's card is attached to. So we often want it attached to Genesect V because the Spiritomb shuts off abilities of Vs, but that's an ability, right? When Spiritomb is the active as basic single price Pokemon, shuts off Genesect V's ability. The deck doesn't really work at that point, so attach a Fusion Strike Energy, and we can use the Genesect V. And there's some other things that could shut down abilities too. And as long as it's a ability on Pokemon, that Fusion Strike takes care of that. So it's largely a tech for a tech. It's a tech to counter attack is what I'd say in the list, but it does have some other value with some other attacking options. And because of that, getting to the trainers, we do play 1 copy of Elesa Sparkle. Choose up to 2 of your Fusion Strike Pokemon. Each of those Pokemon, search your deck for Fusion Strike Energy, attach it to that Pokemon, shuffle your deck. So you want to choose, depending on the matchup, if like Spiritomb's an issue, take 2 of your Genesects, get a Fusion Strike attached to each of them, and now you have access to those for the rest of the game. Very nice there. Or you can get energy onto a Mew to help it attack. is another way to do it. So quickly getting into the trainers, because there's nothing crazy about the list. Let's see, we want to get Pokemon in play, so 4 Battle VIP Pass, 4 Cram-o-matic, which is a way to get Battle VIP Pass, and a whole lot of other cards, as well as thinning your hand, right? You discard an item card, flip a coin, heads, you search your deck for any one card, very powerful. And of course, a deck like this that wants to get down to small hand size, Cram-o-matic, super nice there. Pokemon, we have 1 Feather Ball, search your deck for any Pokemon with no retreat cost, put it into your hand, so a Mew V or VMAX, so it gets the VMAX. Let's see, we play just 1 Nest Ball, in part because we need those evolutions, and hopefully we get Battle VIP Pass turn 1. That is certainly true. And then 4 Ultra Ball, right, discard 2, search for any Pokemon, gets us our Vs or our VMAX. And let's see, is there anything else for Pokemon search? Well, the other card is 3 Forest Seal Stone. That's one of the tools we play, right? Since we play Vs but no V stars, search your deck for any one card, which if you get into play turn 1, which is a lot of times what you're trying to do, grab that Battle VIP Pass. If you can save it though and not use it turn 1, that is quite nice. And then the other, so we have 2 other tools. I'll hit that while I'm at it. We play Choice Belt to give that 30 extra damage to Pokemon Vs, which is good, certainly, because Mew's good. It sets up, it's fairly tanky, but it's not hitting the huge numbers to one-shot things, so you do need ways to boost it. Obviously, we do have the other item, which we'll get to in a moment. And then we also play 1 Box of Disaster. Knowing when to play it or not is important. If this Pokemon V, which applies to VMAXs as well, it has full HP, is knocked out by damage, put 8 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. So if you're damaged already, it doesn't do anything, so just keep that in mind. And if you're knocked out through an effect, not damage, it doesn't do anything. Roaring Moon, if they use the attack that damage, but they place a ton of damage on themselves with that. Giratina V-Star, though, knocks you out without doing damage that one turn. So you don't put the damage counters back on it, but for decks hitting you for weakness, those 8 damage counters can help the math for sure. Okay, get into, so Power Tablet, mentioned to get the damage levels where we need it. You play it on a turn, goes to discard pile, of course. So sometimes you just thin your hand too for Genesect, but that's not great because it's a very important card. Your Fusion Strike Pokemon's attack do 30 more damage. We have 4 of those, so using those properly to take the knockouts to one-shot things, or just to get the damage numbers to where we need for the following turn, is very important. So don't discard them casually. That's a mistake you don't want to make. Switching cards, 1 Escape Rope, which certainly has value, and then 2 Switch cards. These could be switched too. The way the builds I've looked at are kind of split on whether it's 2 Switch card, 2 Switch. The Switch cart doesn't work on the evolution, which means if you're up against a stall deck and your Mew VMAX in the active, you copy Genesect, you might not be able to attack the following turn, but then you can attack the turn after. Switch cart heals 30, and that does it only works on basic Pokemon, so Genesect V, Mew V, but it heals 30, so I like that healing in the deck. I think that's the way I've chosen to go. We play Stadium's 3 Path to the Peak because it's very important, very powerful. We need to be bumping it ourselves, right? So we play 4 Lost Vacuum for that reason, so we want to get Path down. We want to use our ability, get Path down, and then a lot of times Judge, shuffle your hand. Each player shuffles their hand, draws 4 cards. Hopefully you put your opponent to a tough spot there early on in the game, and that does have value for sure. 1 Iono for later in the game. Shuffle, you know what that does, but it can put your opponent to an even smaller hand late game, so that's very good there. And 1 Lost City, like Drapion V, is a big problem. Something like that, just boom, you will knock it out, so put it in the Lost Zone, and that is a good thing there. What else do we have? Just quickly, 4 Judge. Like I said, 1 Elesa Sparkle. Hit most of these things. 1 Hisuian Heavy Ball, right? Get a basic from the prizes into hand. Battle VIP Pass Iono. 1 Pal Pad, get up to 2 supporters from the discard pile into your hand. The other supporter is 2 Boss's Order, which is super important. Can get that back. Obviously you'll choose what you need as the game goes on. I like having that flexibility, and I think that's the list. So a fairly simple, fairly straightforward list, but what makes it interesting is a couple of Fusion Strike and no Meleotta, which does help with Spiritombs, dealing with Spiritombs. So let's take a look on the ladder and see what we can do. All right, let's see what happens here. Obviously, we'd like to go first since we're attacking with Mew VMAX, but if we go second, it does give us some we can play a supporter, may actually help us set up our first turn better. So we'll see what the matchup is, and hopefully things start going here, right? One of the problems is these slow starts to games, which is why I understand that at least one person said, hey, let's get rid of the coin toss start games. It's not a reasonable option. It's not going to happen, but I do think it should be sped up. My opponent, I think, shouldn't be able to take this long. Look, they're probably just, so I want to go first, right? But partly as people play on the phone, it certainly leads to being more distracted for sure. And even we're in the age of distraction anyway. Unfortunately, it would have been a good hand if we had a basic Pokemon. Forest Seal Stone. Okay. This is, okay, up against a fighting, up against Garchomp. Okay, which is hence the water. Okay. Genesect V it is. Cram-o-matic. All right, we'll see. See what the deal is. Okay, Porygon. That's going to be awkward, isn't it? Okay, so let me get Mew into the active. I need another Genesect down. I got to kind of think through how I sequence this whole thing. All right, so I'm going to Cram-o-matic the Lost Vacuum away. And then I can Ultra Ball, use my Ultra Ball for, if I miss, I will Ultra Ball for a Genesect is what I'll do. But I hit it, so I will grab Forest Seal Stone. Very nice there. Just getting set up, right? That's the goal this turn. I'm a little concerned about what they're throwing at me. Do I want to? I think I do want to just grab some Pokemon. Let me grab a Mew. If they're going to mess with the energy situation, I think I want to reduce the number of Genesects, right? That's a concern. Okay. Well, that's very good too. Do I want to? I don't know if I want to attach energy this turn. So I'm going to attach my tool, and I'm going to pass. It's not bad. I might as well draw a card here, right? That would be silly not to do. Okay, well that's a nice setup. Okay, so end turn there. I could retreat. I had my Forest Seal Stone, but I don't need Forest Seal Stone next turn for energy is better. But yeah, a good hand here. Evolve to Mew VMAX, play Judge. All right, they're getting their own Battle VIP Pass. I'll be glad when that goes. It is very high rolly. So, you know, I could have actually got a second one down, but just a little concerned with the Porygon because I don't play a ton of energies. So I'm going to get rid of a Genesect. That's easy to do. And now that kind of helps me out too. If they start to cause me trouble, and I have another Genesect to replace it with too. So, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. I cannot recover Pokemon from the discard pile, so just need to be aware of that. But I think I'm okay without a full bench this game. I need to set up and get going. That's what needs to happen here. So I could, if they only have the one, no, they're going to get another Gibble down, I assume. Oh, a Groudon. Okay. I think I want to take down the Gibble. Seems like what I want to do here. Right. I mean, Judge Path isn't bad in this matchup either. I mean, that Porygon, I don't know what their plan is. If they're just the data displacement is going to be very disruptive to me. Very disruptive, I got to say. Yeah. So we will see what happens here. So Groudon. I might want to, let's see. So I think I do want to attack here. Might as well Cram-o-matic. Thins my hand too for the Genesect. Do I want to? I think I want to take out the Gibble. And now Genesect, and then I'm guaranteed energy because I have Forest Seal Stone. Okay, so okay, that's not bad though. It's not bad. Okay, my other Fusion Strike Energy's prize, so I need to keep that in mind as well. And I can use... Oh, I don't have another VMAX that do. I saw it. That's unfortunate. So I think I have to... I wish I had a Mew VMAX on the bench, right? Because I need to take the knockout. So I will do this and take a prize. Fusion Strike Energy would be nice. All right. It's not. I mean, to attack, I have to retreat and send up my guy. I don't think they can knock me out, right? So they're attacking because that's all he can do. The swelling power just collects 1 energy. So Avery, okay. The Avery would be before, right? So this is no. Yeah, 2 Averys. Yep. So, which might, so it's a deck that seems it's a person that likes to play Averys, so that may keep coming too, which isn't terrible though, right? If I get a Mew on the bench, I can get it out of play later on with Avery, if need be. Now, okay, Porygon Z. Okay. And then, so heads, they have 2 energies, okay. So he powers himself up over time, becomes a beast, right? Flips a coin. Heads, you get 4 potential. You have to get 4 energy in the discard pile, though. So it's a bit odd. So I need to do the double switch here, which is fine. Or I got that there. So I will retreat. And then I'll switch cart back into him. So I can take the knockout, and I'm gonna... Do I want to attach this energy? You know what? I will attach this energy. Why not? I will judge. I could have Genesect for 1, but okay, well that's good too. So path. Do I want a path? Or is path gonna just disrupt me more, right? That's part of the question here, right? I'm gonna keep the Lost Vacuum. I want to copy a Mew. Actually, that's not the right play, is it? That's not. Yeah, I should. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll grab some cards. I kept the Lost Vacuum to bump Path myself. Oh wait, so this guy does what? 130. He comes up short, right? So I'm going to Power Tablet, so I could copy Mew VMAX's attack. And does 140, and that's quite nice. So, so I can attack with him again next turn, right? Not gonna get knocked out. Getting the double turbo energy is very nice as well. So we will see what happens here. Right, Path does shut down the Radiant Greninja, so Tails, so that really hurts them a lot. Which is good for me, of course. So, yeah, I guess they had to attach Avery. They should not have attached there. It should have Avery'd first, right? So I'm glad I kept my Lost Vacuum. I'm still concerned about data displacement too, though, I gotta say. I have to take the knockout, though. That is pretty much a given. Okay, do I want to attach there. So I'll get rid of the stadium so I can draw a couple cards. And That's good there, and I'm just going to draw here. I want to keep my bench small. I'm a little concerned if they start chucking away energies. It is going to make not going to be great for me. I will say that. So I'm gonna attach choice belts. I don't think there's a reason not to. Just kind of thinning things out, and I now need to. Do I want to get this other Mew VMAX into play? I'm gonna wait on that. So I now have to use the Genesect's attack, which means I can't, but I have one on the bench set to go to. So a Mew VMAX. All right, so I can't attack with this Mew VMAX this turn. I need to stop cutting myself off mid-sentence. And, yeah. Now, because I play Switch Cart instead of Switch, I am vulnerable to stalling, right? But the idea, my thought is, as long as I have for each Mew VMAX in play, I should have energy. I should be able to attack the Mew VMAX. So I think getting Mew VMAX stuck in the active shouldn't be a big problem. That's my thought. That's, to me, why I can play Switch Cart over Switch. Okay. Jock, which is fine. So maybe gonna attack with another Porygon Z. Is it Porygon Z? Yeah, Porygon Z. So, with a discard from hand. Okay, discarded Porygon Z. So maybe they're gonna attack with the first attack. We will see. Which will get awkward for me, right? Will get awkward, but I knock them out. So then it's gonna be, you know, I haven't discarded energy, so I should have enough, right? They're going to, so I hope it's Tails. Otherwise, life is difficult for me. Because the damage is fine, I don't care about that. Give me a Tails. All right, that's huge. So that, now I'm okay. I've taken enough prizes. With that Tails, I'm not worried about things, I will say. So I'm gonna get, so no more of the other attack. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Lost Vacuum. I'm gonna Judge, and I'll toss down a Path if we have it. Or okay, DTE is quite nice too. Probably, I don't think there's anything there. All right. Yep. Okay. I will attach energy here so he can attack as well. And I'll draw. I'd like, you know, if I can get Path down, I take that as a plus. So I will just retreat here. I'm gonna set up the guy with 2 energies just because, and this will take them out Max Miracle, so that way I can attack the following turn, right? That's nice and simple. Grab slot 1, although they're all mixed up now. All right, the second Fusion Strike is good. So if they move the Fusion Strike to the Genesect, I can slide over the second Fusion Strike. I can attach the second Fusion Strike, and then I do have another double turbo, so it gives the potential of attacking with all 4 cards. Or if they moved off the double turbo, I can attach the Fusion Strike, but they conceded, right? They weren't going to do anything successful that game. So anyway, so Mew worked well. It was a bit of a different deck there, and they didn't get going overly well, I would say. All right, let's see what we can do here. 1 win, 1 loss. Lost to Roaring Moon last game. I don't know. I'll upload it. You know, I'm weak to them. It's not a great matchup, is all I can say. And you know, it was what it was. Okay, hopefully things. All right, so I go first, which is good. Except that means my opponent's going to plan on taking a knockout, probably their second turn. I mean, maybe it's Lost Zone. All right, I'm taking a mulligan. They're going to see it's Mew. You know, don't, especially look. I took a mulligan. Don't bench a second Pokemon. You don't ever do that. Okay, that's not bad. I have Genesect. I have the Fusion Strike. So if they have a Spiritomb in the active, so it's Roaring Moon. Not loving that. Genesect V. Anyway, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, and I'll drop down another Genesect. And I think I'll attach energy to the Mew on the bench. Because there's a decent chance they're probably going to knock me out. I don't want to... I guess Path to the Peak is actually good to play, right? I'm thinking it is. Vacuum. So I guess I Path, because they have Radiant Greninja, and they have Squawkabilly, right? So Path to the Peak, and yeah. I mean, I could have lost Vacuum, the Stadium out of play, but I want the Stadium in play here. It lets them double their damage, of course. So they unfortunately, that didn't stick, so it was worth a try. I kind of need... that was kind of almost a must. I needed that Stadium to stick, I think, to have a chance in this game. I mean, I need them to whiff, I think. Look, they still win. After that, I'm going to attack with the VMAXs, because I'm pretty sure I have to do that. I mean, in theory, I could attack with... Well, I didn't attach the Genesect V, right? I could have gone for a Genesect V, but that's 3 attachments. And because I have to do the Fusion Strike, and then the double turbo, which then takes me down to 190, which then means I need 2 Power Tablets with Genesect to take the knockout. They have a harder time one-shotting, but they're probably going to... I mean, look, they one-shot me too, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm not weak. They'd have to bump the Stadium or use the first attack. That's the difference with Gen. Okay, well, they didn't get the knockout, so that gives me hope. That gives me hope. So I want to... All right, so let's think here. So I'm going to Cram-o-matic away the Lost Vacuum, I think, right? I need the Power Tablet, and I might want a Boss if I can. Bossing seems really... Taking out the guy with the energy would be very nice, right? So I'm going to Power Tablet, and I'm going to use 1 Genesect, because I still would like to boss up the guy with the energy if possible. Okay, so... And I played 1 Power Tablet, right? But I need 2 Power Tablets then? Which is certainly... Is it going to work, though, right? That's part of the question, right? Gonna do that. I get 2 cards. I still need Stage 2. All right, I'm going to Genesect here, see what I get. And because I might Lost Vacuum as well. Okay, so that's not a bad tool to have. All right, I played 1 Power Tablet, right? That's all I need 2, right? What's the damage level right now? Let me take a look. Let me look at the modifier. I need a second one. Okay, so let me play this. Do I want to... I have Knocking on the Active, so guaranteed. Let me... Not loving my situation, so I think I need to... Okay, no, I take out the guy on the bench, so I'll grab the VMAX and play the boss. It's okay, and no, not that. Play the boss. They didn't have a lot of energy in play, so that's why that. Do I want to bump the stadium? I could bump the Stadium. Do I want to get rid of their Stadium? You know, I'm going to get rid of their Stadium too. I'm going to get rid of the Iono. Get rid of their Stadium. Just putting them into a tough spot next turn. That's the goal there, right? Just taking away their tools next turn. So take away the guy with the energy. So now they got to get 3 energies into play here. That's good. Select good. The clicker, well, it wasn't clicking right. Okay, Power Tablet's good because, again, you saw I needed 2 Power Tablets that turn, which means I'm probably going to miss a knockout one of these turns. I can take out the Mew. I can one-shot the Mew, right? Which is still an option. I have Pal Pad as well, so I can recover that 1 boss. So they got 2 energies. What did they do? They played Sadas. They have to retreat though, so that means they have to manually. Was there no energy? Wow. So they must have. So they have at least one. Okay, well, I assume they have to have another Dark Patch, so that means that they have energy in Dark Patch in hand. They're in good shape. So Dark Patch, and they should have that other energy, right? They grabbed 2 energies, the Earthen Vessel, and they haven't played one yet. Okay, are they out of Dark? No, they got a. Oh, that's okay. Well, they're getting a nice turn here. Wow. Okay. So, how do I want to work this? I mean, I have Power Tablet, right? Which is going to be good. So I'm retreating to him. I don't think I want Power Tablet, do I? So I'm going to judge them first. Gets them to a smaller hand, which is good. Have energy. All right, I have Switch Cart. I think I'd switch. Do I want to rope and hit something else? It probably doesn't work to do something else though, right? I don't think I want to take the chance. I think I need to take the. Maybe this is a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't be knocking him out. Maybe that's a mistake. All right, I'm going to Genesect V. I can attach the double turbo to the Mew on the bench. How do I want to work this? Do I want to get rid of... I'm going to drop down another Mew, I think. And attach the double turbo there. Yeah, I'll do that. And that keeps me with a Mew on the bench with... Yeah, so this is good. Okay, just drawing, setting up. I don't know that I like what I did this turn. All right, so I think I want to ditch the Lost Vacuum. Got another Power Tablet, which is always good. So get rid of their Stadium again, just to slow them down. And now I will... Might as well thin. Let me draw 2 more cards, right? Just play that Forest Seal Stone, so I draw an extra card. That's pretty good. Okay, that's solid. Okay, so I will attack. I'm going to attack, so I can't attack next turn, but that's okay. I may get knocked out anyway, right? I'm at 3 prizes. Maybe I probably should have pushed for a 2-prizer that turn. My concern was I was going to push for the 2-prizer, not get it, and get no prizes. But that probably, unless they bench another single prize Pokemon, that knockout doesn't help me at all, right? So I should have pushed. I should have pushed for the knockout. That's what I should have done. Did they have energy? I guess, okay, they didn't have energy. Oh, that's good. So are they out of Dark Patches now? No, they have 1 Dark Patch left, right? Booster Capsule. I have the Lost Vacuum, though, which is good, which is very good, right? I'll send up... Let's think. I think I have 1 VMAX in the deck. They probably win this next turn, though. Almost guaranteed. If I can get that other Fusion Strike energy, life is much better, I will say. Much better. Oh, Elesa Sparkle. All right, do they have... I mean, I need to knock out the active, so I don't want to pick you and you. And it's not there. So now that tells me something very important to know. Okay, so done. That's unfortunate, but I got to knock out the active anyway. So that stinks. Okay, so I need 2 Power Tablets now to get this knockout. And then hope they can't take the knockout, right? And then hope. So I play that card there first off, right? I will... I'll get rid of the... do I need Switch Cart? I'm going to get rid of the Switch Cart. That's what I'm going to do here. Because I need to take him out, right? So that's a given. So... Oh, Pal Pad just a thin, maybe. No. Well, no, just boss. Let me just put one because I need I need the power. I need Power Tablet. If I don't hit Power Tablet, I don't have a chance. Hit Power Tablet. Oh, that's good. And I think I tossed down past to the peak. And I'm in the game. And I am in the game. They take the knockout. I just lose, of course. Okay. And 250. Which is what you got to do. You need to bump the tool, get 2 power tablets in play, which you can do twice. Got the V. Well, if they knock me out, it doesn't matter, right? But the VMAX is good. That means I can free retreat with this hand. I have game in hand, right? Now they just need to. So they got the dark patch, so it's game over. So give my opponent the thumbs up. They did the thing again. 2 back-to-back Roaring Moon games, and it just, you know, they did their Roaring Moon stuff. That's all it is to it. So that's unfortunate. So, but there we go. Just, you know, that game played out pretty smoothly for what it was, and my opponent even missed the start first attack. But you know, when you're playing 3 prize attackers and they get one shot, you're in a bit of trouble. That's what that game shows. All right, let's see what happens here. The last 2 games have been up against Roaring Moon, both losses. You know, they went on a bit, tried to make a game of it. But when you get one, it shows the weakness of Mew. Because first off, 2 things those games, and I may load at least one of those. I think we'll see. Because you get one shot. When you have a 3 prize liability getting one shot, they just need 2 knockouts. So that's not great. And then the other thing is, you are to knock out a Roaring Moon. It's a lot of work. You have to, if they have the Ancient Booster Capsule, Energy Capsule attached, which they often did, you got a Lost Vacuum that away, and then you need 2 Power Tablets as well. So, Lost Vacuum, 2 Power Tablets. Whoa, my Iono's there doing a little dance there. She's dancing. Okay. I wonder if I can get that again. It's kind of amusing there. Just the way I think it was doing it again. Anyway, there we go. I got it going. All right. I wonder if I can get any other cards dancing. I wonder if Elesa will dance for me. No. Okay. Anyway, just might as well amuse myself while I wait for my opponent to set up. And my opponent, once again, they did. I mean, they benched 2 put a Pokemon on the bench, and was taking a mulligan. So just don't do that. Even if, no matter, you might know 100%, 110% you're going to bench that Pokemon, and you are, right? But, you know, wait till you see what I'm playing. You at least see that one mulligan first. And they're going first, too. So, honestly, if you're going first, you should never bench another Pokemon until you see what happens. That's what I would say, right? Excuse me, got a little noise there. So playing Xatu engine, which is good. What am I gonna do here? Not loving my spot. So and there. Okay, so I need the Battle VIP Pass. I mean, yeah, Star Alchemy for Battle VIP Pass. I'll get down a Mew and a Genesect. No, not the Pokemon. I grabbed Battle VIP Pass. Battle VIP. Oh, so 2 a prize, which is okay though, because that means I'm probably not going to hit Battle VIP Pass off of this Judge, right? I think I play Judge. I don't think I want Elesa Sparkle. I might just, do I want to leave the Genesect in the active, right? That's part of my question. Lost City away a Solrock will be pretty bad for them too. Do I want to switch? That's part of my question. Do they have no energy? They didn't have a great turn 1, so I'm gonna do Switch Cart and hope I don't get knocked out. That's what I'm gonna do. I hope I get another Pokemon to play as well. Yeah, so we'll see. It's not a great turn 1, I gotta say. Okay, got the Battle. Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? Very nice. So another and another. And I probably toss down Path at the end of the turn. Well, I don't know if I do. Is my opponent going to play? They're going to play Radiant Greninja, I have to assume, right? Okay. Well, this is good. I think I want to accelerate energy this turn. I don't think I want to toss down Path, though, because... Alright, Boss is good. So I'm just going to attack. I'm not going to bench the Path, and I'm going to accelerate an energy to my Mew on the bench. Right? I'll attach a DTE to the Mew on the bench, and I'm good to go. Okay. That's nice. Could have actually attached the other Fusion Strike, too, and then I could attack with Max Miracle for full damage, but... Max Miracle will one-shot the Lunatone and the Solrock anyway. All right, Energy Hammer, it's not great. They missed. I you know, since I can attack with a single attachment anyway, it's not the end of the world. Oh, okay. Haven't run into Crushing Hammers in a while. Well, that's very nice for me. Glad for that. With 2, if they hit 2 heads the rest of the game, I could probably win, and they conceded, so they were going to figure they were going to get knocked out next turn, which I imagine they were. And so take the win against a very, you know, a deck that Lunatone Solrock with the Xatu engine, which does let you get extra energy on, so, but it makes it less consistent, I would think. So anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up with that. So, you know, obviously Mew is one of the most significant decks that's rotating. So, you know, may want to give it a play. This is certainly a way to go where you have some Fusion Strike energies in deck, but without Meleotta. It makes it an interesting option, which does make some sense to deal with some of the counters to the deck. So anyway, have some fun. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about Mew. Are you going to miss Mew, miss playing Mew? Are you glad it's gone, that it's been something that you haven't enjoyed, and you're glad it will be out of format? And again, have some fun playing Pokemon. Take care.